Okay, so here is our first lesson, the very introduction for uh, working drawings with specifications, materials, and the construction methods. You're going to have a background, a theoretical concept. Why are we doing these kinds of construction drawings? No, especially that we are going to be the uh, prime professionals in the construction site. Okay. So here we can see the um, description. No, why is it important that we have to master, the blueprints of the drawing documents, specification, and construction method. Because as you can all notice, we already have an edge, sa other professions when it comes to technical drawings. Okay? The successful realization of any architectural vision hinges on precise, and comprehensive communication framework. Kaya we're going to have a more precise work. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng, I mean, gagamit na tayo ng software, para mas precise yung mga ginagawa natin. This presentation explores the three pillars of the framework. Working drawing documents, So ito yung mga documents natin like architectural, structural, plumbing, electrical, and mechanical works. Material specification, that's part of your ET1. More explorations on material specifications, characteristic, its texture, and everything. Building construction methods. What are the specifics on this kind of working drawings? How do we erect that? What are the other options, aside from conventional ones? Pwedeng may other options tayong gawin, case-to-case basis. Understanding the interplay of crucial for our architecture and engineering and construction, or ang natawag nating AEC, collaboration with other trade works. Translate our conceptual design into tangible and high quality structures. All right. Uh, the working drawing documents. So these are important documents now that we're going to do in um, in this subject. Okay. These are the graphical language of construction. Ito yung pinaka blueprint or pinaka sinusundan ng mga construction industries or na construction site. And that specific document, drawing document, is going to be your concern on this subject because it will serve as the primary medium for conveying the detailed design intent. Okay? Sa inyo mga galing yung design and they will interpret it in the site. These documents are meticulously drafted to provide a comprehensive visual representation of every aspect of a building project. It includes plans, elevations, sections, construction drawings, and details. Okay? Each of these types offer a specific perspective and level of detail, collectively illustrating physical and spatial characteristics, dimension, and assembly in construction of structure. We have the precision in practice, the exact dimensions. So these are the elements of how to become more precise when practicing these kinds of construction drawings. Number one is exact dimensions. kung napapansin ninyo, may mga different kinds of units tayo, no, when it comes sa ating AutoCAD. Merong millimeter, meters, inches, no? So, it's important, no, to set that one to the most practiced, no, or precise, no, for the exact dimensions. For this instance, pwede tayong gumamit ng meter with 2 decimal points. No? For those who are using Nana AutoCAD, you can have it adjusted to 2 decimal points. No? Providing precise measurements on every element, ensuring components to fit together accurately. Number 2 is assemblage instruction. So guiding contractors and workers also on how various buildings components are erected and to be connected. Pwede kasi siyang maging precast, maging on-site yung gawa ng that specific building element. For example, ang wall natin, pwede kasi tayong gumawa ng wall naka-layout, no, through our CHV, or it can be precasted coming from the outside manufacturers. At pag deliver doon sa site natin, pwede natin isalpak na lang doon using tower cranes, etc. Okay? Tolerances. Specifying the acceptable deviations in measurements to maintain quality and structural integrity. Minimizing ambiguity. Reducing misinterpretations, errors on sites, leading to smoother construction processes. So, what this slide telling us is from the drawing itself, no, na we're going to be producing, kailangan precise na siya kagad kasi there are cases, no, that the site and the drawing will not fit together. Okay, so for us to be para mas accurate, gawin na natin kagad what is the most precise, no, sa drawing pa lang, para in case man na meron siya discrepancy, ay konti na lang yung, or mami-minimize yung mga error, especially sa site. And next one, the material specification. Okay, complementing the how-to of working drawings, this material specification define the what, no, of construction, or what kind of material that you're going to use. They are prescriptive documents that details the qualitative aspects of every material used in the project. We have an example last time, no, sa ating DT2. When we do our details, no, on our elevations, we indicated the material that we're going to use, what kind of property is it, and also sa ating mga elevations, sa sections natin, and schedule of doors and windows, what kind of materials yung ginamit, pwede mayroong combination of wood and glass. Also, what is the structure of that? Pwede siyang hollow, no? Pwedeng solid. Pwedeng meron siyang insulation sa loob mismo ng ating mga doors and posts. It ensures the components that meet necessary criteria for durability, efficiency, and safety. Okay, so bear in mind that our details, no, should be complete, okay, indicated, and specified what type of material is going to be used, because that's the material specification, and it's important, no? Kasi kayo yung designer mo. So, what are the things that we should consider, no, when we're going to have a quality, safety, quality, and a compliance? Uh, for the quality assurance, ensuring consistency in material selection and adherence to the design performance requirement, client protection. Uh, it's because the client will be investing no, to the materials. It's important that we're going to specify the a high quality type material also. The code compliance. If the building is requiring a 4-hour fire resistive type of material, it should be also indicated in the specification that the material should be 4-hour resistive. Like for example, the wall or the party wall, no? Kung meron kang katabing establishment, your firewall should be 4 hours fire resistive para hindi kumalat yung apoy mo on your property. Nasa code kasi natin din yan. Okay? Legal instrument serving a legally binding document that outline material, obligations, and performances. For the execution, building construction methods. Okay, the building construction methods are the typical strategies and techniques employed to assemble a structure since they encompasses a diverse approach and sequence used to bring architectural design to life. These methods range from centuries-old and traditional practices to cutting-edge modern systems. So here, yung mention ko kanina, no, is pwedeng manual layout or using new technologies and advancement in construction methods are specified also in our drawings. Okay, mayroon na pala example, no? Classic masonry and timber framing as well as more contemporary techniques like reinforced concrete, intricate steel framing, and advanced prefabricated assembles. What are the factors that should be bear in mind if we're going to select a method of construction? Number one is structural demand. Structural demand ensures that the chosen method can withstand anticipated loads and forces. Okay, hindi natin pwedeng ipilit yung timber design on a skyscraper, no? Or indigenous material into a complicated structure. It requires a structural demand also in methods of selection of construction technique. Next is cost consideration. Cost consideration requires also balancing the material, labor, and equipment to meet the budget constraint, environmental conditions, adapting to climate, geology, and local regulations, leveraging new tools, materials, and processes for efficiency and quality. So these are some factors that are influencing the methods of selection. Next is we have the integrated practice. So the three elements lies into their seamless integration. No? Working drawings and documents, material specification, and building construction methods are not isolated component, but rather combined, no? 3-in-1 siya, no? Like a cohesive system. Take a look at this example, no? So the drawing documents are the visual guide for construction. As we all know, yan yung papel natin na hinahawakan when it comes to building preparations and what to do next. Tama? And the material specification will be those defining the quality and type of components already present in our drawings kung anong specified doon. And after that, after we determine the material specification, we choose a construction method. No? It's either classical or yung nakasanayan nating construction method, practical application of our construction methods, no? Building techniques, and that's one of the flow, no? We're going to set during the documentation phase, no, of our work. All right, the pillars of professional practice. So the integration of these three disciplines forms a backbone of modern architectural and construction practice. It's because not merely technical requirements, but critical components that upholds the quality, integrity, and safety of the environment, such as this academic setting. We're going to study this element that goes beyond technical and understanding what about advancing architectural knowledge, you know, because of complexity that we're going to use. The mastery of this triad, no, from your technical drawings, their specification, and construction methods is an excellent combination in the architectural and engineering industry. Okay, so these are the takeaways for uh, the topic that we have discussed. Okay, for the working drawing documents, these are the precise visual language for design execution and minimizing ambiguity. So ito yung pinaka-concern ng ating subject, no? Dito iikot ang ating subject WT3. So working drawing documents. Next is material specification. Okay, essential for defining material quality, performance, and ensuring compliance with standard and the building construction methods. Okay. All right. So that's the end of our first part, no, sa ating introduction, no, working drawings, repair specification, and construction methods. All right. I'll end my presentation and please stand by for the next instruction that will be given to you.